Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Plus Model Radio, the number one podcast for plus-size women. I'm your host, Chenese Lewis, coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana, for the Essence Music Festival. And I'm so excited to be here a second year in a row. I'm in the Convention Center on Radio Row, ready to interview some of the hottest celebrities in music, film, and television. But before we get started with the show, I got to give a shout-out to Simply Fashion for dressing me this weekend. Simply Fashion has cute and trendy affordable clothing in all sizes, including junior, Missy's, plus size, and super plus sizes, all the way up to a size 36. And one lucky person here this weekend is going to win a Simply Fashion shopping spree by just taking a picture with me. So make sure you visit their website for the contest details and to find out if a store is in your area at www.simplyfashion.com. I'm here at the Essence Festival in New Orleans with Soledad from CNN, one of my favorite anchors on television. So what are you here in New Orleans for, work or play?
New Orleans is always about playing, but I do have a little bit of work to do. I'm going to be doing some of the empowerment sessions here at the Essence Music Festival, talking to Steve Harvey, talking to Valerie Jarrett, talking to her Taraji Henson about her new movie. So it's a lot of play and a lot of work, which is all good.
And I know CNN is here. Are you going to be at a CNN booth or no?
Absolutely. Tomorrow afternoon on Saturday at 3:30, I'll be at the CNN booth, of course, and I'll spend a lot of time there as well, but I know I'll be there Saturday at 3:30.
Now, is this the first time CNN is at the Essence Music Festival?
No, CNN launched Black in America, actually, 4 years ago.
That we love so much.
Thank you. Our series was launched 4 years ago right here. And, because we love, obviously, the Essence Music Festival, and it was a great opportunity to bring people around an important conversation to have. And we've been doing our Black in America specials every year. We'll do Black
I'm here working. Of course, I'm doing stuff with you. I'm here about my book, Transparent, anywhere books are sold. And then I'm here to play. I'm here to hang with my friends, my ladies. I'm here to eat. I got to go mow the grass at my lot in the Marinade. Can you believe that?
So you really working in two ways.
It ain't but this big, so that big. So I can mow it with some hedge clippers, so it's not that big.
Okay, well let's talk a little bit about your book because I googled it before you got over here. I did my research.
All right.
So I hear you made a major announcement in your book.
I did. You know what? It's not. Some people think it's a major announcement. I just talked about coming out.
Right.
And then if you read the July issue of Essence, I wrote a letter to my beautiful black sisters about that. And I do it because it's real. This is real life. We like to pretend that things don't exist, especially in our community. And when we pretend that, we end up hurting not only ourselves, but hurting the culture. And sending people to a life of having to pretend that they're not something.
Yeah, the download.
There's something else, and it's like, let's not do that anymore. Let's be bigger and better as people.
Well, how's the African American culture embraced? Because in our culture, they're not really open, especially black men. They're so homophobic.
Oh, well, you say that again, because if I say it, they get mad at me and say I'm throwing black people under the bus.
It's the truth.
Well, hello, and as a journalist, I have to be about the truth. And we're not talking all black people, because clearly you're not, I'm not, and there are many people who are not. But a lot of people in our community are, and especially when it comes to the church, because I think that's where it comes from. It's been the backbone of black society. And we need to start thinking about things objectively and not just buying things that we hear in church or that we've been taught before. We need to start thinking with our brains and our minds and not just go, oh, okay, it's like this because mom and daddy and whoever said. That's mind control. We got to stop thinking that way.
Right. So what do you...
Everybody's been great. Black women have been fantastic. They're like, I don't care, Don. I still want to get with you.
I think well, you are cute. But look, but I think it's good because, there's a lot of black men that are down low, and I think it hurts black women because they still live their lives as a straight man, get married, have kids.
Well, that's why I never played that game. I respect women too much. I made a choice because when I was in college, I still had girlfriends. I said, you know what? This isn't fair because especially black women are like, I don't know, do I want to really compete with that? And it's like, I need to make a choice because I was raised by my mom and grandmother and two older sisters. So I had enough respect for black women not to do that. But I think when you tell people as kids that there's something wrong with them or you don't accept it, then you push them into a life of the down low. And what would you rather have? Someone who's authentically who they are and truthful, or someone who is medicating themselves with drugs and alcohol and pretending to be something they're not and getting married and spreading disease unknowingly?
And do you know Baton Rouge is like number 2 for HIV in the world?
But listen, it's not just people on the down low spreading that. It's straight men, because straight men have their pick of the litter, and they are just going around sleeping with everybody and having unprotected sex. But we need to stop telling lies and telling the truth. It does exist in our culture. Embrace it, accept it, and there are people like me who are successful, smart, happy, who are out and who are gay, and it's okay.
So tell me, what are you doing at CNN besides being an author? You're on television every day.
I'm on television. I'll be back tomorrow night, Saturday night, and we'll be doing the story about, we've been talking about my book. We'll be talking about Essence Festival. We'll be talking about the Casey Anthony trial, of course, and on and on and on. And, of course, the president. We've been covering a lot of the president. Yeah, Obama.
So,
no drama, Obama.
Are you on a panel here, too?
I just did a talk. I just did a Q&A session on the Essence.com live stage. Then I'll be at the CNN booth signing books and signing autographs and talking to people about issues that are important to me, things that they like to see on CNN and in the news.
Well, thank you. Like I said, I'm a fan. I watch you on CNN, and you and Soledad, y'all are my favorites, and you represent our whole community on CNN. We love you.
Thank you, Chenese, with your fine self.
Thank you. I'm here live at the Essence Festival with LaToya, Luckett, and I am a fan. I've been a fan of yours ever since Destiny Child, but I know you're doing your own thing, you're solo. So tell us what you got going on right now.
Right now, myself and Taraji P. Henson are out
ugly, and of course, Situations 101 Finances, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
So you're giving advice on how to do your finances?
Yes, because after writing the book on romance, I found out that a lot of people say there is no romance without the finance. So I had to come up there with a finance book too.
Okay. So once you get the finances together, that makes you a better mate.
Well, I think so, because I think the two of you come together and then you can grow together. Because it's very important how your relationship with your money, okay, and the relationship with your spouse's money. You see, because a lot of times somebody will just go spend money and you have to end up paying all the bills. So it's like, you all have to come together and say, okay, now this is what we're going to do with the money.
And that's the top reason for divorce. It's always money.
Absolutely.
So what about acting? Are you still acting?
I'm still acting. I've just been so busy. I'm also a caregiver for my mother. I'm trying to spread more information about the disease Alzheimer's. Yes, she has that, and we're trying to work with that, and things are coming together. So that takes a lot of time, but a lot of love, and I'm so fortunate and blessed that I'm able to do that.
And you know what? Your picture came to my house on a flyer this week for an event in North Carolina, like Black Theater. Are you into theater?
Yes, I am. Of course, I've come from theater, and I will be there this year. Of course, I have to support that because that's where the real gut of acting belongs. It's there. So, and I'm going to get back into television and some more, film and things like that. I'm working on some things as we speak.
Do you ever do like acting coaches or acting classes?
I haven't done that. I've done dance classes.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I have. And people say to me, we want you to teach us acting, and I can teach them acting because I went to Juilliard. I graduated from Juilliard. Yes, Juilliard School of Music in New York, and so I know a lot of stuff. But I'm going to do that. If I don't write a book on acting, I definitely will teach a master class somewhere.
Yeah. So now you're not really focused on acting. You're rebranding yourself kind of as an author. So where can people buy your book?
Well, they can go to my website, thelmaofgoodtimes.com, and also for my financial book, you can go to situations101.com.
Do you Facebook and tweet?
Yes, I do. In fact, I have my daughter who's 16 who's actually working with me. Now I'm doing that. I'm so excited. Totally excited. So go to
Family business now.
Yes, they just keep coming in. But I think my tweet, she told me my tweet is Thelma Good Times.
Okay. We're going to look you up.
Look me up and follow me. I want a lot of following, so I want to impress her and act like people really, really love me. So I need a lot of tweets.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming. You are one of my favorite actresses. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you. Can I get a... I'm here at the Essence Music Festival with Naturi, Naughton, and I'm so excited to... First of all, BET is playing Notorious like in heavy rotation. I just watched you the other night.
Did you really?
Yes. Are you still getting love in the streets from that?
All the time. Definitely. I mean, it's a classic movie. I mean, you can't do a movie about Biggie without it being like a classic. And I think Notorious was one of those movies that really shows us the story about Biggie, Little Kim, their chemistry. I got to play Little Kim, which was really, really a big deal.
You did a good job.
Thank you. It was fun. And I'm proud that people are still enjoying it. And BET and my fans, they're really loving it. So I'm happy.
Did you ever get to talk to Little Kim about it or no?
Not before we shot the movie, and I still haven't really talked to her. I tried to reach out to her at the time. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But I have a lot of respect for her, and I was happy to do my best and bring the role to life.
Right, and you did excellent. I love that movie. But besides that, you were in Fame.
Yes, I was. I was in Fame Lottery Ticket, Fame, and those are all things that I'm really proud of and real fun movies to be able to go from one extreme as Little Kim to Fame to Lottery Ticket and now to this new show that I'm so excited that's coming out, my NBC show called The Playboy Club.
Yeah, now tell me about that. Now, if it's on NBC, I'm going to assume it's not an African-American show, right?
It's not at all, but I'm one of the only,
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that to say that's good. I'm excited for you.
It's a big deal, yeah. Well, you're absolutely right, because it's so hard to be represented, especially on network television, as an African-American actress. So to be, chosen and to be playing a Playboy bunny as one of the leads, it's a
recommend to give your hair that curl pattern?
I use the Hair Milk Original Curl Definer to give my hair the texture that it has and to keep the curls soft but touchable. And I also use the Benoit Repairing Range to keep my hair healthy.
So, you are an entrepreneur, and when you decided that you wanted to start a business, did you know anything about it, or was it like just stepping out on faith?
Definitely stepping out on faith. Making products was a hobby of mine that I did in my kitchen. My mother encouraged me to sell at a flea market 18 years ago, and it's been going ever since.
You started in the flea market selling it?
Flea markets and craft fairs.
And then it just got so popular you were able to sell it to like a major label, or how does that work?
I haven't sold it to a major label yet. I have equity partners, but it's still a privately owned company.
Awesome. And so Mary J. Blige has her second fragrance that she's premiering this weekend, right?
Yes, premiering that this weekend. It's called My Life Blossom, and it launches officially on Home Shopping Network August 13th.
Wow. So now you do hair care, skin. What else? Are you going to get into other things, or just stick with beauty?
Probably stick with beauty. I may do a couple other things on the side, but beauty's my passion.
Right. And so, again, tell us the location for the Carol's Daughter in New Orleans.
309 Charter Street, right across from the W in the French Quarter.
Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping and talking to me. I'm definitely going to go rack up on some good things.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm here at the Essence Music Festival with Pebbles, and I am a fan of yours. I had your tape listening to it on my Walkman. I guess that makes me sound old, but
It is what it is out here. We both am.
but you started off as a singer, and you had top hits, Mercedes Boy and Do You Wanna Ride. I know all the words. I'm going to sit here and sing it for you.
I tried to sing a little bit over there for everybody.
But now you're here working with Essence. Tell me what you're doing here with Essence Music Festival.
I'm doing the R&B Star. Search is Essence and Pebbles presents R&B Star. It's the first time a program has been created to help discover new talent, and it's kind of adding up to be more of a pick for what Essence would choose as an R&B star and myself, strictly for this particular program.
So are you going to groom and produce and do things like you did TLC?
Well, I've given a mini version, so to speak, of what I do or what I've done also in the past with myself and my other artists and multiple artists, and also producers and writers and all sorts of people. I've done a boot camp. You can watch everything on Essence.com, R&B Star, the webisodes, to kind of see how it unfolded. But everything that I've been doing with them is a mini version due to time
didn't know for my life. I just didn't know. Since I was, from the beginning of time, we don't have time to go preach the gospel in this entire format right here. But I will say this, that is what I've been doing for many years, knowing that I was called to learn about who God is and to be able to be equipped and anointed, ordained minister and all those good things. But on top of that, I'm a revivalist. And so in ministry, I had a Tuesday night revival for 14 years.
And
impact somebody's life, really. I wasn't really worrying about, you know what I'm saying, you in my business, because my business been out there. Everybody been knowing my mama, you been knowing my little sister.
Not the whole world. I'm way in Los Angeles.
But see, that's good. The whole world know it because everybody facing what we went through already. You already going through what we went through. It's typical, man. We just trying to, you know, find a solution, really. And the only way to do that, bro, you got to come clean with everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold back on nothing. So that's what we doing. We ain't holding back on nothing, man. What you see, that's just what it is, man.
So when the show is airing on TV, it's happened like a couple of months ago for you, right? So you watching it with us, and what do you think when you see some of the stuff on TV sometimes?
Man, look how they edit that. Man, look how that went. Oh, did I do that like that? And you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't think they should have cut that scene. You know, certain things, but overall, it's good, the overall, because at the end of the day, bro, I don't regret nothing. I'm proud of me, you hear me? I'm proud of my little sister. I'm proud of my little brothers. You know, my mama, you know, she's still fighting, but, you know, she got our kids, bro. We with her, bro. So, yeah, we going to make it happen regardless. Despite who don't like it, and, you know, mind your business. You don't like it, don't turn the TV on. Straight up and down.
All right.
You know, don't go on your Twitter, don't go on your Facebook either, because we going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And if
you get a lot of haters. The more popular you get, the more haters.
Oh, well, they told me, you know, a while back I learned this, man. If you ain't got no haters, you're doing something wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're hating, you know, like I say, keep promoting me, baby. You know, you're hating, you promoting it. So, hey, shout out to the haters.
So now you are a rapper. Tell us about your rap career. And do you have an album coming out soon?
Actually, my album will be out this year, but we still figuring out the details on, you know, me putting my album together on the show. You're going to see me, you know, connect with me trying to get features and pull people in on the album. I got a cold-blooded production, bro. I'm talking about I have a team out this world. I'm in the process of getting my label and stuff situated, so that's what's, you know, been taking so long, you feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, business orientation is everything. A lot of people want to do music or something dealing with entertainment, but everybody don't know how to. Everybody don't know, you know, the roles and, you know, how hard this shit get. This shit, it get crazy at times, you know what I'm saying?
You do have some connections in the family, so has it benefited you being connected to Memphis and Lil Wayne?
Well, Memphis, you know, as far as LaToya, you know, he's doing him right now, you know what I'm saying? But and all that's all good, but
you didn't want to sign the Young Money?
Nah, I'm gonna do me, man. I feel like, you know, like I told 102, man, it's looking like we gonna win an Emmy. So if I win an Emmy, man, before I even drop an album, that's 10 million people that'll be following me. So if I drop an album, 10 million people following me, and I'm not signed, that's all my money. So whether if it's Memphis or LaToya, real talk, I don't even want you to sign me. You feel what I'm saying? So I want my own stuff. So I mean, that's what it is right now. That's what we gunning for. I own something that we can say, you know, that's mine, man. I ain't never had that after doing 10 years and 4 months. So
is the first single coming out Moonwalk?
No, I'm gonna drop Moonwalk a little later because everybody know about that. I'm gonna wait. That's gonna really blow me up. But I got a song called Drink Up right now, man. Me and my little brother Casey. You can find it on YouTube, on iTunes. You can hit my Twitter at Triflon, Facebook Walter Triflon Johnson. You can Google it, Reverb Nation, That Tip. Everywhere, man. You go Drink Up, man. That's the song of the summer right now. And that's the song we about to push. Drink Up.
And we saw in the last episode, you all have a restaurant for your mama. Where's the restaurant? Because we want to go to.
The restaurant is on off of Claiborne on Basin. I don't actually know the intersection street, but it's off.
Is it close to here? The French
close. It's right around here. I'm talking about as soon as we leave from out the convention center, you ain't got to ride number probably about 6-7 blocks. Okay. And the restaurant right there. It's got orange bricks that say Jazabelle and Anita's, and you know Nita and
Anita, baby.
Anita, baby. She ain't up cutting up right now. You go in there and tell her you a #1 fan, she probably gonna give you the whole menu. You hear me? Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Do you have a website, or is you just on Twitter right now?
I mean, I'm on Twitter right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, you can just Google me, man. It'll give you every possible link, any type of information dealing with Walter, dealing with my little brothers as well. You know, Rudy, Casey, Josh.
Are they rapping too?
You know what I'm saying? Well, Casey's rapping. You know, Casey's on Twitter at Casey Johnson too. You know, and he out his mind, Casey. That's the one, bro. For real talk. You know, my little brother is really gifted, bro. I'm talking about he the one. I'm talking about hit maker, and he gonna do this thing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for y'all to support us, man. Just, you know, that's what up, man. That's it.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and continued success.
Thank you, baby. That's what it is.
So I'm here at the Essence Music Festival with J. Anthony Brown. So are you here today for work or play?
I'm here for both, work and a little bit of play. Foundation, a diabetes type television show and radio show and website. So I was down there for that. And then I have a hot sauce that I'm test marketing in Walmart to see if it works and maybe it'll be put in the other stores. So the hot
You're testing the hot sauce here to see if people like it?
Well, I mean, I know I like it because I've been selling it for about 5 years, but
okay.
I'm trying to build up a relationship with Walmart, so it's being tested over there. So I'm encouraging people, if you're in the area, please come out and try it. It will have 4 flavors: cayenne, peach and pepper, habanero, and I have one called Hotter Than a Mofo, which is not in Walmart because they didn't like the word mofo, which is cool though. So we changed the name to Hotter Than a. So we're testing it inside over there, but it's a lot of people, so I hope it does very well.
So we listen to you every morning on the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Are you still on the Tom Joyner Morning Show?
Yeah.
Okay, you laughing, you made me nervous. So what's the latest with the radio show and what else you got going on with your career?
The radio show is doing good. What I'm trying to do is, get some of my videos out there. If you go to blackamericaweb.com, and people who are familiar with the show know that from time to time, well, actually every Friday we do these things called Jayne Around Murders and Hits. They're basically song parodies, and I've planned about maybe 12 or 14 of them in the video. So if you go to YouTube or Black America Web, you can see the videos. The family reunion is coming up on the Tom Joyner family reunion, and I'm putting together 4 videos. The Kirk Franklin video, Smile, I did a parody on that, and then 3 others. So working on that.
And don't you have a comedy club in Los Angeles?
I have a club in Los Angeles called the J Spot. It's located out by the airport. It's at 5581 West Manchester Avenue. So I'm sure this is heard all over. And, people are coming to L.A. and want to check out my club. That's one of the places to go to see urban comedy. But it's kind of different because I didn't want to just have a club that just catered to having all just black comics. So, I mean, in L.A. it's a melting pot. You see Hispanics, all different types of lifestyle of comedians in there. We have lesbian comics in there, and I wanted to have a club that catered to that. So that's what the J Spot does, along with real good food.
So you're not doing any comedy show? They don't have comedy shows in the Essence.
Well, you know what happened was, I guess it's hard to compete with it's hard to compete with Usher and Charlie Wilson and Fantasia, and it's really hard to have people leave from Essence that, spend their comedy dollars, so they've learned their lessons and they don't really have them anymore.
All right, so if we want to keep up with you, tell us your website and your social network.
You can go to JayneAnthonyBrown.com and you see some videos there. My Twitter is JayneAnthonyBrown.com, and that's my social network. Also putting together a website that's called Hotter Than a Mofo, which will give you all the hot sauce.
Can we buy the hot sauce from your website?
You can buy it offline, yeah. Or if you're here in Essence, I got 2 booths. Am I booths? Is that right? Booths? It's booths. It's booths.
You spitting on me.
I didn't mean to. I'm having trouble with that word. I have 2 places that they're selling it. How about that?
Okay.
So, yeah, you can try that over there. And go to JayneAnthonyBrown.com.
Check it out over there.
Please, I'll bring you some over here.
Please.
All right.
All right, well, thank you for talking. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
So I'm here at the Essence Music Festival with comedian and television personality, Clair. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm excited to be here, and I love my mama.
So are you here to play or are you here for business?
I'm here for business. I'm here working with TV One, representing doing, and then I have other offline businesses that I'm interested in. So I'm not interested in that I'm working in. So, look out for your boy.
Tell us your website. Are you on Facebook and Twitter?
Just hit me on Twitter at Joe Clair. At Joe Clair, CLAIR.
All right. I'm about to hit you up and let everybody know I just interviewed.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
Be cool, y'all.
I'm at the Essence Music Festival in New Orleans, and I'm here with Jayne Kennedy. So excited to talk to you. So are you here for play or are you here to work?
I'm here working. I'm with TV One, and we're promoting an episode of their show Life After. And so it's returning this season, and their premiere episode will be basically profiling me. And the focus of mine is Life After Hollywood. So we'll be talking about family and what I've been doing and all of that.
Now, let's recap some of your accomplishments, because some that may be younger might not be familiar. So, and I'm half and half, so get me up to date. So I know you're a sportscaster, right? And a model.
Well, a lot of people say they identify me as a model, but I never really was. I started modeling when I was in 7th grade, but everybody, as I grew up, people always said, you're too tall. Back in the day, models weren't really that tall, but the work that I did in terms of corporate spokesperson was basically as a celebrity. It wasn't really as a model. And I worked for Revlon, I worked for Jovan, and for Coca-Cola.
But you did Playboy, right?
But not as a model. I did a movie called Body and Soul, and they interviewed me based on the movie. So the pictures were to promote the movie. It wasn't as a model.
That wasn't your main thing?
Never.
So you were, okay, so what was your main thing in Hollywood? It was acting?
Acting, yes.
Okay.
And the sports broadcasting actually came about because I knew that CBS was looking for a sports broadcaster, a female, and I had been acting in Hollywood for 8 years before that opportunity came along. But I knew that, if I were to get that job, it would make me a household name. It would really do the job,
Yeah.
So I knew that sports was something that I loved. Ever since I was a little kid. Plus, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, during Jim Brown's heyday.
Right.
So you cannot grow up in Cleveland and not be a Cleveland Browns fan at that particular time. But I just love football, and when the fall would come around, I go, oh, football weather, I loved it. I loved sports, all of it. So every Friday night, my dad and all of us, we had 6 kids in our family, we would watch wrestling, we'd watch baseball. My dad played baseball. We would follow him. So, have the opportunity to interview some of the greatest of all time, in that world was just a dream job. And so I told CBS I could do this. And to make a long story short, we went through the process. I got the job, and I was just in heaven.
And so on TV One, are we going to learn things that nobody knows? Like, or there's some, somebody has to be on drugs, or somebody has to have some kind of downfall or something. It has to be some struggle to make it a good, juicy story.
No, that is so untrue. That's all a bunch of hogwash. But the bottom line is, even as a Christian, people always figure that you turn to God because something went wrong. But my book is you can celebrate and be part of something without having to go through the devastation to realize that this is where you're supposed to be in your life. I ended up in Hollywood when I was 19, and within 2 months I started working. And I worked for 20 years. So it wasn't that, things went wrong and I was living on Skid Row and the unemployment office.
You said it was TV One. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, something must have
Life After what?
Yeah.
That's why. Well, that's why I said mine is Life After Hollywood.
Okay.
It's not Life After Rehab or Life After Jail.
Okay.
No, mine is just a celebration because when I first had my daughter, I said, I don't want to be on the road and be away from this. I wanted to be there for love your body for what it is. Don't try to be anybody else. But the bottom line was, as long as you're happy and healthy. And I wasn't happy and I wasn't healthy. So it doesn't matter to me how much I weigh or what size I am. I just want to be happy with who I am.
We're trying to get the Hollywood size 0 look as health.
No. But, I had to get there in my head first. And so when they asked me this year, I said it was kind of like motivation and reinforcement. I had already started the diet back in September, and they called in November. And I said, yeah, that's part of the process. I need to do this right now. So we did some interviews in December. We did some more in March. We did some more in April and June. And so it's been really fun because they've been dealing with all aspects of my life. I don't know how they're going to end up with only 22 minutes.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they have behind the scenes and extra scenes on the internet, So how can we keep up with everything that you're doing? Do you have a website? Are you on Facebook or Twitter? Are you looking like, no, I'm, just lazy, But you got to get a website, too. I do. My kids keep telling me that, Oh, man, I don't know. I need to do a website. I do have a Facebook, but it's basically for family. You got to get a fan page. I do. Yeah. I got to do all that stuff. I haven't done it yet. Well, you got to get back into it. But you don't seem like you want to get back into it that far. There's some things that, I've never really worked to be a celebrity. I always worked because I enjoyed what I did. Right. I was never, it was never in my head to be famous or to have people ooh and ah. Right. I just liked what I did. So, if I just work behind the scenes, I'm fine with that too. Right. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, and I hope you get your website up so I can keep up with you. But until then, it was a pleasure, and I'll be looking for you on TV1. Thank you so much for having me. I'm at the Essence Music Festival in New Orleans, and I'm here with one of my favorite groups of all time, Boyz II Men. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So are you out here to play, or are you out here working?
Both.
So are you here with a particular company, or what are you promoting?
Well, actually, right now we're promoting our album. Will be coming out on Walmart, and exclusively for Walmart in September. And we're here just, having fun and being part of the festivities. We're going to perform tonight at 6:45 at the main stage. So, just happy to be here.
Okay, so tell me about the new album. Is it the same music that I grew up on and know all the words to, or are you trying to bring something new and fresh?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, when you got 60 million fans, you can't alienate them, so you got to give them a little bit of what they're used to. But when you're a creative artist, you also want to change and try some new things as well. So it's a 20th anniversary album. It's a double CD. Half of the album is all brand new original Boyz II Men songs, and the other half is re-records of some of our biggest records that we've ever done. So we're excited about it. It's due out in September. We got a joint venture with Walmart, so all of our records will be, all sold directly to Walmart. So no record label, none of the typical thing that you're used to. You walk in Walmart, you grab the Boyz II Men record.
And Sean, besides singing, I saw you judging a reality show. Are you still doing that show? Did it get picked up again?
Yes, it did. It's called The Sing Off, and it's on NBC. It's hosted by Nick Lachey, and I'm one of the judges. And yes, it's picked up for a third season. We start filming July 29th, and the first airing of the show is September 10th.
Right.
Yes.
So is anything else you guys are promoting in any television, movies? What else you got going on?
As of right now, we're really focused on the Boyz II Men 20th anniversary album. Once that's done, we'll be able to focus on everything else. But this is a feat. It's a milestone in our career, and we really want to make sure that we put all of our efforts into that.
So where is the fourth member? He can't perform anymore?
He left the group about 8.5, almost 9 years ago, and I mean, he can perform if he likes. I mean, the door is open for him to come back and be a part of it. We've actually reached out for him, but I mean, it's all up to him. So
I thought he was sick because he had a cane and couldn't.
Yeah, he has some back problems, but I mean, it's not that serious. He can work through it. So I mean, it's up to him. So messages from us because we do that. We send out messages. If you type the word Boyz II Men, one word, the same way we spelt it, and you text it to the number 84700. Whenever we're doing something, we'll keep everybody abreast of what we're going on.
Well, thank you. I'll definitely buy it. I don't even have to hear it. I'm going to buy it. So thank you. And can I get...
Thank you to all of the fabulous guests that came through the convention center today to chit-chat with me. Tune in tomorrow for another episode from the Essence Music Festival. I did so many interviews. It was too many to pack in one show. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to hear interviews from Beyonce's mama, Tina Knowles, and the Basketball Wives, plus many, many more. So don't miss it. And if you're interested in advertising or being a guest on our show, visit the website at www.plusmodelradio.com. And if you haven't already, don't forget to join our fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/plusmodelradio. I've been your host this evening, Chenese Lewis. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, keep thriving in your curves and be blessed.